All right, guys, it's Ted Cook. Hope everybody's doing well. It is finally time to talk about the giveaways again. No, they are not over, and they're only going to get better. So, as we have discussed recently, we're going to make some changes in the giveaways. So I'm going to now call this a giveaway club, and I'm going to allow anyone in the HVAC field to register to become a member of the giveaway club. And hopefully everybody can read what's in the picture frame right there. And if you're on your phone, then go home and watch it on the computer if you need to make it bigger so you can read it. My email address is at the bottom, and I will take email entries, applications, whatever you want to call them, from now through the entire month of September. And at the 1st of October, we will start announcing giveaways again, and it's going to go a lot smoother, a lot easier. We should not have unclaimed prizes, but that's still going to be a possibility. I just don't think we'll have them as much. And everybody is going to be registered and be assigned a registration number for the club. You will be a member of the Anti-DIY HVAC Giveaway Club at the time you are given a registration number. Now, we've all been through the reasons for it. We've all discussed the good and the bad and what we thought would, some of our opinions were different than others, but we've taken in the ideas of a lot of the people that support the channel and that participate in the giveaways, and the majority agreed with me that that this would be a good thing to move forward on this type of platform. So from this point forward, the giveaways are all going to be only for members in the giveaway club. So this video will stay up, and you'll have well over a month to get registered. Now, there's a few options that you can send in to me to be registered. And the third one, or the fourth one, I'm sorry. The first three are pretty cut and dry. The fourth one just says, anything else you believe that will prove to us you are currently working in the HVAC field. And there's a footnote underneath it in parentheses that says no questions, just send it in. And let me give you the reason for that. I get probably 60 to 70 emails a day, and I really just do not have the time, unless you guys want the giveaways to start, say, in January. I just don't have the time to say, yes, I got yours. Yes, I'm considering it. No, you're not approved. Yes, you are approved. No, that won't work. Yes, send me something else. I just don't have time for all of that. So let's go over what will absolutely approve you, no questions asked, and you will be assigned a registration number if you do one of these three things. Number one, send me a copy of your driver's license and an EPA card in your name. Number two, send me a copy of your driver's license and 2 pay stubs from an HVAC related company, and that is within the year of 2018. Number 3, driver's license and your current state-issued mechanical license or HVAC license, or whatever your state calls it. Now, some states used to have very simple ones, such as a specialty contractor registration that would get you a minimal amount of permit ability, meaning the ability to pull a permit under a certain amount of money. And I'll take anything that, beginners are welcome. So don't get me wrong here. If you're a beginner in the HVAC industry, all of us, especially the old timers and the heavy hitters in here, all of us really do want to encourage you and help you, and we want to see you win. So, if you're a beginner and you have very little to prove, that you don't hold any registrations, or you don't hold any certifications yet, you don't have your EPA, if you're just a helper that sweeps the floor in the shop and you're trying to start helping on the install crew, or you're learning service, or you're currently in HVAC school but you still work for an HVAC company, then we want you in the giveaways, we want you in the club, we want you registered. So don't be discouraged if you're a beginner. So let's talk about each of those three just for a minute. Number one, the driver's license and the EPA card. Okay, if you hold both of those and they're current, then that's all we need. Okay, you can have the prizes, you can be in the club. Number two, the driver's license and 2 pay stubs. Now, what that's going to mean is possibly like we were just talking about, some of the beginners or somebody new in the field. If you at least work for an HVAC related company, I don't care if you're a helper, I don't care if you're a seasoned service tech, I don't care what you are. If you work for an HVAC company and you can prove it to me, then I will register you and give you a registration number, and you can enter any giveaway that you want to enter. Then number 3 is really, another cut and dry situation. If you have a driver's license and you have a current state issued mechanical license or HVAC license of some type, now that is state issued, not a NATE certification. Sorry, I don't feel that carries any weight. Not a, I've been to this class or I've been to that class. That doesn't count for me. What counts for me is a state-issued mechanical license, HVAC license, etc. So if those 3 things or some variation of them are a possibility for you, and you can send those in to me at my email address at the bottom, then I will, upon approval, assign you a registration number. Now, the reason I have the 4th one down there is to hopefully stop from hundreds of people asking questions. Now, we have 3,500 subscribers, and I just cannot answer questions of, hey, can I send you this? Hey, did mine come through? Hey, this, that. I just can't do it. So the 4th option is down there to cover any other basis, and you can just give it a try and keep trying. Whatever you think, might suffice that is within, let's say you don't have a driver's license, but you have a state ID, you have a EPA card, or you have pay stubs, or you have, some variation of what we're talking about. Basically, what we're talking about here is proof that these tools are not just going to go to a 12-year-old gamer to sell them on eBay. All right? We want proof that these tools will be used for the better of an HVAC related individual that's going to use them and as a jobber. We're here to support our industry, and that's why we're here. That's why you're here supporting me, I'm assuming. Some of you may just enjoy the videos, but for the most part, the communications I've had with you guys have really been positive, and you really appreciate the videos. We all share secrets. None of us are super tech. I mean, some of us are a little better than others, and some of us have been in it longer than others, and that really doesn't matter. You can learn something from a beginner, and you can learn something from a master of the trade for 40 years. Everybody has a little idea. Everybody has, hey, this is what I do with my nut drivers. Hey, this is how I store my tanks. This is how I hook this up. Everybody has ideas, and we all share them. Sometimes we criticize them, sometimes we debate, and I'm all for all of that. All that suits me fine. I don't think I want to get quite as deep as Ralph and Joe with their famous Bosch debate, but I certainly have my opinions of both sides of that argument. But nonetheless, I think this is going to improve the giveaways. I think it's going to make them more efficient. I think it is going to, just overall raise the quality of the whole thing, and we're all going to have a good time with the giveaways like we always have. I've been working on some music. I know you guys, have a handful of you have said, hey, while we're waiting for people to come in for the live drawings and stuff, why don't you play the music anymore? Well, for copyright reasons and whatnot, they, YouTube says no. So I'm doing some stuff on my own that they can't say no to. So, because if you dig hard enough, you can come up with a solution for almost anything. So I just had to figure it out. And I asked a couple of the guys, the veterans, the guys that have been here, whose channels I've watched and learned from. I asked a few of them about, what are some ways around that? How do you get creative? And Zach gave me an idea or two. Zach's a really, he's a heavy hitter here on YouTube. Now Zach is, of course, got one of the better channels that we all watch, HVAC Shop Talk, and if you're not watching it, you should be. So go join it right now. But I got a couple ideas from him, and I got Steve Lav's opinion, and I tell you what, his made a lot of sense. His said, just don't do it. Just don't do it. And if they want to listen to music, then cut their radio on. They can put their headphones on and play YouTube on another channel while they're watching your channel. So just don't do it. And so that's what I followed for a long time. But I'm working on a way to be able to do a few little things here and there to improve the channel. So let's hope that October 1st we break out here with a lot of new ideas, a lot of things going on, a lot of new registered members of the Anti-DIY HVAC Giveaway Club. In the background there are a few examples of some of the common prizes that we like to give away. We usually do 3 at a time, and we're going to see what we can do to try to keep the odds still favorable for everybody, but yet try to get more guys involved in the giveaways. So when we weed out some of the ones that are really not necessarily supporting the industry and supporting the channel and supporting each other, like a lot of you guys have become friends, or at least YouTube friends or chat friends. We get in there in the chats and we have a pretty good time while we're doing the giveaway and poke back and forth at each other, ask each other questions. I had thought about doing some of the other type of podcast and hangouts and stuff, but I tell you, I'm going to leave that to the pros for right now. Zach's got that covered. It's very rare for Steve Lav to do one, but now and then he'll take the time to do a little interactive thing. Now Steve Lav will do a vlog, and just an update, just a little one-way chat where he'll tell you a few things about what's going on with him and his life and his channel and his world, and I really enjoy that. He does a few cooking videos, and my wife and I even watch them together. So everybody's channel really has its own individuality. We've got Brad, the HVAC in South Carolina guy, Brad. And Brad is all business. I tell you what, he is all about the data. The true data that really meat and potatoes type meaning for the industry. He'll do tool reviews, he'll do, how-tos, he'll share his secrets with you, he'll give you those tech tips. Now, I did steal that idea once or twice just to have a little fun, the little tech tips. And I'm not quite as good at it as he is, but I tell you what, I've enjoyed his, and I've had a few good comments on the few things like that that I've done. But hopefully all our channels will stay individual and unique to themselves, to give everybody a little bit of variety, and to give everybody plenty of reason to support all the channels. You know, John Israel has been around for a long time, and he's kind of been up and down and in and out and back and forth, and you know, everything has not been fully favorable, but you know, things could turn around one day. There's some old sayings I live by. You know, don't hate me because I sin differently than you. Don't count me out just yet. You know, those kind of things. You never know. He may get things turned around and start making videos a lot more often, and you know, get in here and be a force to be reckoned with again. There's been some good and bad between a handful of people, and I hope that peace can become across everybody's table, and you know, everything can just be forgive and forget and move forward on a productive level. And so hopefully we can stay unique and mainly be a channel that's based on giveaways, service videos, repair videos, and I throw in a few before, during, and after type install videos now and then. Not all of my videos are public, but for the most part they are. And I've really enjoyed being on YouTube. And so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Just wanted to touch base with everybody and let everybody know we're not going anywhere. The giveaways are certainly not over with. I had to do a little research. You know, I had to discuss a couple of the possible legalities, such as, you know, some people may or may not be comfortable sending their driver's license to me. Well, you know, if you want to join the club and you want to be in the giveaways and try to win, that's something you're going to have to do. I mean, it's kind of a moot point anyway, because when you win, you have to give me your address for me to send it to you anyhow, so, and your name and a phone number. So I did have to just consult with a few people about a few things. I had to make sure that we're not going to violate any of YouTube's policies. So there can't be any money changing hands. You cannot buy a registration. You cannot purchase any tickets. This is not a raffle. It's nothing like that. These are totally free giveaways, but we do have a registration process to be in the giveaway club, and you will be assigned a registration number. So looking forward future-wise, in October when we start the giveaways back up, all you have to do to enter is type your registration number. So it's going to be a very simple process, and it's going to weed out some of the, what does everybody call them, trolls? They call them trolls, and you know, gamers and whatever, and it's going to weed all that out. And another thing is, for the guys that have been entering with 2 or 3 names to give themselves better odds, you know, I'm sorry, but I'm sure you'll find a way around that still. So that may slow some of that down. But nonetheless, I hope everybody's looking forward to this. I certainly am. And if it doesn't do well, we'll do something else. But this is what we're going to try for now. So you have the entire month of September, starting today, including the rest of August and the entire month of September, to get registered to be a member of the Anti-DIY HVAC Giveaway Club. And we'll do the registrations a couple of times a year. I just cannot afford to do them on a constant basis. It's just too much work. So you're going to have to be a fan for a while, and it may take a few months to get another sign-up period. I'm not going to take them on a constant basis. And so I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. I feel like I'm giving you plenty of time to get signed up. And this video is way too long, so I'm going to cut it off now. And about October 1st, we'll release a new video, and we will share some of the results of the registration process. We will share some of the results of the club membership results, as far as maybe how many we've got and what we can expect. Obviously, nobody's information is going to be shared anywhere, anytime, ever. So that's a guarantee and a promise that you have from me. So I look forward to hearing from you. Please don't ask a lot of questions. I'm just not going to have time to answer them. Just refer to the video and let's move forward. Thanks for watching, guys.